Okay, so in this lecture, quickly we will go to trihydric alcohols, its methods of preparation and reactions. In our syllabus, there is only reactions and methods of preparation, not any mechanism. So we will quickly go for that. Trihydric alcohols, as I already told you in the previous lecture, that having 3 OH groups. Its name itself indicates tri means 3, hydroxy means OH groups. So 3 OH group containing compound is called as a trihydroxy alcohol or trial. This is the example CH2OH, CHOS, CH2H. It is called as a glycerol or glycerin also. What is its IUPAC name? 3 carbons are there in the chain, so it is the propane derivative. 3 OH groups are there. What are their position? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 propane triol or propane 1, 2, 3 trial. Both are correct. 1, 2, 3 propane trial or propane hyphen 1, 2, 3 trial. Okay. Then method of preparation of glycerol. Particularly we have to emphasize only on glycerol in trihydric alcohol. The first method is from spent lye, that is by alkaline hydrolysis of oil and fats. Fats or oil on alkaline hydrolysis gives glycerols and soaps. See, this is a ester derivative, and this tri-ester derivative is called as oil or fat. You know that. This OC double bond O, this is the ester functional group. How many ester functional groups are here? 3 functional groups. 3 esters are there. So it is oil or fat. When we carry out the saponification, saponification may be carried out with alkaline condition, either with NaOH or KOH. This is saponification. So what we get? We get this glycerol, and it is sodium salt of carboxylic acid, which is called as a soap. So oil or fat on saponification gives glycerol and soap. Second method is from propene. It is a multi-step reaction. You can see here, this is a propene, this on chlorination. Allylic chlorination takes place. What do you mean by allylic position? See, this is carbon-carbon double bond. This is a allylic carbon. The carbon which is attached to the carbon-carbon double bond is called allylic carbon. So at this particular temperature, at high temperature, about 500 degrees Celsius, the replacement, substitution of the hydrogen of the allylic position takes place by chlorine, and we get this allyl chloride. Sorry, by mistake here alkyl chloride has been written. Read it as allyl chloride, ALLYL chloride, allyl chloride. After that, reaction with NaOH or sodium carbonate in water, substitution takes place, nucleophilic substitution of Cl by OH. Chlorine is replaced by OH. After that, reaction with this chlorohydrin, OHCl is called chlorohydrin. Addition reaction takes place across this carbon-carbon double bond. OH will attach to this terminal carbon, chlorine will attach to this central carbon. We get this. What is its name? Glycerol monochlorohydrin. It is the derivative of glycerol. 1 chlorine is there, OH is replaced by chlorine. So it is a glycerol monochlorohydrin. Then on further reaction with NaOH, that Cl is also replaced by OH. Now it is glycerol. In this way, propylene or propene, first allylic substitution, then replacement of Cl by OH, then addition of OH and Cl across carbon-carbon double bond, and then substitution of Cl with OH. We get glycerol. Then second method is from acrolein. This is alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. You can see why I called it as alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. because this is aldehydic functional group, C double bond OH. And this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. In between alpha and beta there is a double bond, that is unsaturation. That's why commonly called as alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound or aldehyde here. Reaction with sodium borohydride, NaBH4. It is a reducing agent. What is meant by reduction? Addition of hydrogen or addition of electron or removal of oxygen, if any one of these processes takes place, it's called as a reduction. Here see what happens, addition of hydrogen takes place across carbonyl group. 2 hydrogens added across carbonyl group, so we get CH single bond OH. CH2 single bond OH. CH is already there, 1 hydrogen is added, so CH2 single bond OH. Okay. What is the speciality of this sodium borohydride reducing agent? It doesn't added across carbon-carbon double bond. If instead of sodium borohydride, if I use the lithium aluminum hydride, then it is a powerful reducing agent which can reduce carbon-carbon double bond also. But being a mild reducing agent, sodium borohydride only reduces carbonyl group, not carbon-carbon double bond. What do we get? This one. Okay, then addition of chlorohydrin. So this chlorohydrin, OH and Cl. So addition across carbon-carbon double bond takes place. Same as what I had earlier told you. OH will goes to this terminal carbon and Cl will goes to this carbon. So OH, CH2, single bond, CHCl, single bond, CH2OH. What is the name? Monochlorohydrin, glycerol monochlorohydrin, same compound will obtain. And finally, reaction with aqueous NaOH, Cl will be replaced by OH and we will get our desired product, that is glycerol or glycerin. First reaction is a reaction with HI. In the first step there is a reaction of HI with this glycerol, replacement of all these OH by iodine takes place, and then in the next step, as it is unstable, there is a removal of iodine, carbon-carbon double bond formation takes place. It is allyl iodide. Why it is called as allyl iodide? Because this is carbon-carbon double bond, this is allylic carbon. At the allylic carbon there is iodine, that's why called as a allyl iodide. When this is treated with excess of hydroiodic acid, what happens? Addition of HI takes place. As per which rule? Markovnikov's rule. What is the Markovnikov's rule? Markovnikov rule states that the negative part of the addendum goes to the carbon which possesses less number of carbon hydrogen atom. So in HI, which is the negative part? If you carry out the ionization of HI, it is H positive and I negative. So I negative is the negative part which will goes to the carbon of this carbon-carbon double bond which possesses less number of hydrogen. So obviously iodine goes here and H will goes here. So CH2 it will convert to CH3 and this iodine will attach here and we get this. Okay, and the next is again removal of iodine minus I2. There is a formation of this one. Now here there is a correction. There will not, be absence of iodine. The iodine will remove. This I2 will be removed, and what happens? We get this. What is this? CH3 single bond CH double bond CH2. Please exclude this iodine. What is this? It is propene, not propane. By mistake here propane has been written. So excuse for that. It is propene, PROPENE. So by the removal of this iodine, what we get? Propene. Again addition of HI. As per Markovnikov's rule, H goes to the carbon which possesses less number of hydrogen and iodine goes to the carbon, and we get this one that is called as a isopropyl iodide. There will not be carbon-carbon double bond now. Here there will be single bond. Okay. Then next is a reaction with phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5. This is a glycerol. Glycerol on reaction with PCl5. Chlorination takes place. PCl3, PCl5, SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride. These are the chlorinating agent. So here all these three OH are replaced by Cl and we get the chlorine derivative of glycerin which is called as a glycerol trichloride. It is very simple to understand. Yes. Oxidation reaction. Now what is new oxidation? Addition of oxygen is called as oxidation. Removal of hydrogen is called as oxidation. Removal of electron is also called as a oxidation. So here the nitric acid HNO3 is act as an oxidizing agent, dilute nitric acid. What happens, see here, this nascent oxygen on the arrow shows the it is to show the oxidation process. Here oxidation takes place. This CH2OH primary alcoholic group is oxidized to aldehyde. You know that what is the oxidizing product of primary alcohol? Aldehyde. Then on this further oxidation, this aldehyde will oxidize to carboxylic acid, COOH. See the sequence, primary alcohol to aldehyde, aldehyde to carboxylic acid. Then that on other further oxidation, same case will be happen with another terminal CH2OH group, that is primary alcoholic group. CH2OH will oxidize to aldehyde, aldehyde will oxidize to acid. In this way, both the CH2OH group, that is terminal group or primary alcohol group, are oxidized to carboxylic acid, and we get this dicarboxylic acid.